I don't know if you just heard my rant or maybe my change of perspective on Bin Bag Day, but I want to take it a bit further. I got to thinking about John chapter 15 verses 1 and 2. And there Jesus says that he is the gardener, and that his Father and him, they throw away every dead branch, and even the branches that are producing fruit, they prune them. Now this is a time of year where we got a lot of growth. It's rainy, it's warm, it's humid, the sun shines some days, and there's a lot growing quickly. You let it, your garden, it'll grow over, you won't be able to get your car down your driveway because of all the growth. Growth's a good thing, but even that has to be held in check. And so, we do some mowing, we trim some trees, gardening, caring for the plants and making decisions, and is one of our first jobs. Caring for things is one of our first jobs. That's what Adam and Eve got as a job. And even the curse that follows says that that job is going to be more difficult because there's things that got to go. You know, there are weeds that will take over your plants. So you want food, you got to work for it. You can't eat the thistles. Maybe you can eat the thistles, but for instance, it's going to take all the nutrition from the plants you want. Or, for a very short time, I had a grapevine, and I understand now that if it's not pumping its nutrients into the grapes, and it's putting it in all the green shoots, well then you're losing fruit. So you need to cut back the green and the growth because it's not putting its energy in the right place. You want the plant to put its energy in the fruit. And that's why God says in John chapter 15 verse 2 that he prunes even the ones that are bearing fruit. Now, I just had this big long talk about Bin Bag Day, but it reminded me of being at the container park about this time of the year and people bring in all their garden waste. Now, the garden waste goes a lot of places, and hopefully it gets composted and really put into nutrients once again into the ground. There's a lot of discussion that could be had about the container park for garden waste. But what can't really have discussion is that if you want good fruit in your fruit trees and good grapes on your grapevine and really almost any other plant, you want flowers or any other fruit, then you best be doing a bit of pruning. That is, removing things that are sapping the strength from the place you want it to go. And that's really what God's doing. He's doing a garden cleanup. And the church is the place where it happens. So when we confess our sins, and when we talk about our struggles, and when we bring the items that we don't need anymore and share them with our brothers and sisters, and when we decide to change our schedule or give our money, what we're doing is burning the dead branches and pruning the fruit-bearing branches. And we're piling it all up and taking it to the container park that is the cross. So Jesus the gardener, he's got a big compost heap. And he's sorting things out because he wants your fruit to be sweet. He wants that fruit to get the most energy. He doesn't want new growth that might look nice sapping your strength. Because there's going to come a hard time or a difficult time, and you're going to need that fruit and its energy. And if you wasted it all in the leaves and in the branches and plants that aren't bearing fruit, then you're not going to have the energy when you need it. That's why he prunes. And that's why you want to throw it away. That's why you want to take it all to the container park and let God sort it out. You don't want that stuff in your life taken all your strength. You want your strength to be poured into the fruit-bearing portion of your life, the eternal parts of your life. So you ought to be excited about the dead branches being gathered and burned, and about the fruit-bearing ones being pruned. Wow, new perspectives every day. I hope this one helped you.